So Debbie, tell me how you got started, right? I deal a lot with your industry, and there's so many people who just say, I love dogs. Yeah, you know, and they want to, so walk me through how you got started in the business of this.
Well, actually, I wanted to be a hairstylist, so, and I love dogs. So I started working on my own dog, and then I pursued that, and I thought I can do this.
You figured you practiced on the dog, and then you messed up.
I did work on my own dogs for a while, but and then I pursued it and went to an individual that did like a 3-month program, and just went from there, and have continued to go to continuing education classes every year, multiple times a year. You never stop learning. And
that statement is so true for every industry, every small business person. They have to hear that. That is so true.
Right.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing it?
26 years.
26 years.
And I love it as much today as I did the day I started.
Really?
It's yeah.
So what type of business were you before that? Is this it? I mean, this is the only entrance in the business?
Yes, I have been worked in an office, did clerical work.
Right.
We owned chicken houses, worked in the chicken house for about 5 years.
Chickens are delicious.
We've had
you and the chicken.
I like the chickens.
I'm going to bring you some chicken next
Chicken
week.
delicious. Okay.
We actually had chicken houses for 20 years, but after about 5 years, I said, "Can I please do something else?"
Yeah, because chickens are nasty.
Yes. You get chickens everywhere. It's everywhere. That's right. Absolutely.
So I was able to move to my passion,
Right.
which grew and grew and grew.
Right. Talk about the business of this, right? Because there is this transition from enjoying doing this to actually having to charge somebody enough that you can make a living at it. Walk me through that, because I find that in this business becomes really difficult and challenging.
Well, in the beginning, I think I did think, I would do this for free. This is how much I love it. But then the reality is that you do, you want to make a living, and then you want to provide for your employees. And it's just such a blessing to know that the more we do, and still focusing on excellence, the more we're able to provide a good service for our customers, then and then able to employ other people that have the same passion as you.
Right.
And then that just the blessings just keep coming.
In the prep room today, you told me the story of how Nicole had helped you with the name change and stuff. There's a lot of small business people that would like to hear that. Can you walk us through that process?
Well, when I came into the business, it was already established, and that was the first blessing. And at the time, I wanted to change the name.
So did you buy it, or did you just take it over?
Well,
okay.
we actually rented for a few months, and then we purchased the business.
Okay.
But and I love the name. I love it. Was called Noah's Ark. I love it. As far as what Noah's Ark is,
sure.
I love it. But it didn't totally paint the picture that I wanted for who Noah's Ark could be, because first of all, we only do dogs. We just do dogs.
Right. No giraffes, no rhinoceros.
Yeah. So it was always hard to get a picture of what Noah's Ark would look like. So, through that, and I just kind of came to the realization, well, I guess it is what it is. So we just start doing our work, and our name is our name, and then 25 years.
Yeah.
You kept the same name for 20 years and didn't like it?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that I didn't like it.
It didn't fit.
It
wasn't the right
brand. Because, that wasn't
But
it.
she knew that the second week she was in it and waited 20 years.
Yeah, and that's
Nicole?
the power of having somebody advocate and believe and listen to your thoughts, right? Because, when she rattled off the list of things they do, it is Canine Country. I mean, she has trails that she can if your dog is the kind of dog that needs to run, you can drop your dog off. She has it in daycare while you're at work. It's not locked in your house chewing your slippers, and it can run in the woods all day long.
Well, we're that's a future.
Right.
But we also do have large play yards, and so yes, they get lots of activity, activity, lots of belly rubs, lots of loving, playing in the kiddie pools, so there's lots of interaction.
Oh, okay, well, like always, I took you off track. So you had this name for 20 years that you did not like.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
So then what made you say, okay, I'm officially going to make that change now?
You were just talking about the future and thinking of where your business is going to be. Do you want to stay in that place or not? And there was just a time of transition that I thought, you know what, our business is great, but I want something that's going to continue down the road. I don't want it just to stop right here. And that's when I actually met Nicole at a business
here in Statesville,
Chamber
event.
And so that was amazing, and that just clicked with me. And so we, I made an appointment with her, and the things that I had in my heart to move forward were there, but I didn't know how to do it. And when I talked to Nicole, it was just, she just brought it out, and she was like, yes, you can do this, and you can, and it's okay to have this thought or this direction or this change. So, and we took the step, and some people thought I was kind of crazy for changing my name after 20-some years.
Right.
That's a little, why would you want to do that, But it just helped my identity. Then she worked with us on our website, and it all just came together. It was kind of a struggle for me because I thought, gosh, this is so hard.
So let me ask you a question, because you heard Nicole and I talking about this e-myth, and I'm curious to hear what a small business person thinks of the conversation we had, which is, it sounds like you're considering growth but not sure. So how did you feel about that conversation? Because clearly up until now, you've been very comfortable with exactly where you've been.
Right. Well, I identified with it, and it puts you at a crossroads to say, what do I want to do? Where am I going? Where is my future?
Right. And
is this something that I'm going to continue, or is it something that's going to continue for me as far as income, or, because I can't groom dogs all of my life, you know.
She slipped into that maturity space there,
right?
Right. Third
she's
level.
there, right.
Yeah. That's where she's at.
Yeah.
Time to grow.
Yeah.
Time to grow.
Well, we've been growing like crazy.
That's right.
And I've been wearing all the hats, like Nicole has, all the CEO.
That's right. That's part of the coaching, is you got to have a hat rack.